All right, welcome everyone back to our show, C&Jsportscast. We apologize for missing last week. Things got a little crazy.
Yeah, on my end, that was my fault.
So we missed last week, but we're here now. Obviously, a lot has happened since then.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about March Madness today.
Oy vey. Okay. First of all, I'm glad St. Peter's is finally out the
I wanted them.
tournament.
I was sad when they lost.
I mean, I like the Cinderella story, the fact of like they could have made it to the Final Four,
Right.
but they beat my Kentucky Wildcats, so I don't like.
See,
that.
here's the thing.
I don't like that.
I picked Kentucky to win too. I wasn't even mad at that point. Like I was mad at first, really mad because I picked them to win the whole thing, and that was the first round, so it ruined my bracket.
First round, man, that was
my bracket was pretty much done after that
depleted.
But I wasn't even mad. I wanted them to go all the way and win the whole thing. I wanted it.
Yeah, I don't think they would have won the whole thing, but they probably like I expected them to at least make it to the Final Four. They're close enough.
Right. I wanted the Cinderella story to live out till the end,
but yeah, that was not gonna happen. So
because of your negativity.
Hey, I don't care.
You wished it on them and they lost.
Yep. I manifested that.
So now the Final Four, as it stands now, we have Kansas and Villanova facing off. I need Kansas to win.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was like, I believe Kansas is gonna pull this one out. And then surprisingly, it's the number 1 and number 2 seed that's going against each other.
Which normally doesn't happen.
No, that doesn't usually happen.
Usually there's an upset somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
Not this time. But I need them to win because they're my last hope of getting any points.
Well, my last hope is North Carolina and Kansas, honestly. If both of them make it to the championship, I get double.
There you go. See, if Kansas doesn't make it, I have no one left. I have no one left. So Kansas is it.
Now, like as of now, North Carolina and Kansas, they both made it to the Final Four. Cool.
Set.
But if they both make it to the championship, that's even better. But I did not pick either one of them to win.
You did? Okay.
The fact that
you picked Kentucky.
Yeah, but the fact that both of them actually making it to the championship, I still get the points for that.
All right, that'd be a pretty. That'd be a good pick.
Yeah. So the fact that they made it to the Final Four, because I had them making it to the Final Four, is good on my end.
Right. So I think Kansas can win it. It'll be a close game though. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be a nail biter.
Between Villanova and Kansas, I honestly think they're gonna end up probably putting most of their big men in, for the most part, to set the tone. Like in the first half, then
make them shoot it.
Yeah, make them shoot. Then next thing you know, because I think Villanova is just gonna come out with like 4 point guards and 4 point guards / small forwards or whatever. But yeah, I feel like that's like the little concept they're gonna have going against each other, and I think Kansas is probably gonna keep them out the paint, gonna make them shoot, and more than likely Villanova is probably gonna be like, I'll say like 65 from the 3 as a team.
That's still pretty good.
As a team,
that could backfire.
You know what I'm saying? Like it could probably backfire.
Strategy could backfire.
But I just feel like Kansas somehow, some way win because of just based on rebounds alone.
Yeah, if they control the paint, you can't hit all the threes. So, but if you hit enough threes, you can bury people. So that's the risky strategy. You don't have to. If you can hit 60%, that's a lot of points.
So as of now, I got Kansas winning that game.
Yeah, me too, because I need them to. I'm trying to manifest it. my will will manifest them winning, so I can still get points in the bracket. Otherwise, I get 0 more points. I'm done. I'm out.
Okay. North Carolina and Duke.
You know, I'm gonna go Duke. I'm gonna say Duke.
I mean, yeah. As much as I like seeing Duke make it to the championship and stuff like that. Second to Kentucky, but I think North Carolina might do it this time.
They could. No, they could. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think because it's Duke's coach's last season, whatever his name, he's a big deal.
Coach K.
Yeah, Coach K. It's his last season, so I think.
Yeah.
They'll have some extra juice in the tank just so they can give him.
They want to give him that last championship.
Send him off the right way.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Be a good send off as a coach.
The college coach at that. But hey, you never know.
It's like Nick Saban's last season.
Don't say that.
You would want you would expect Alabama to just the dynasty. The dynasty would be over. The Alabama dynasty done. No, he'll coach forever though.
You know something? As many people say that the fact of if Alabama coach Nick Saban retires or just leave the game, college football,
right?
For the rest of his days and just watch it. That you know how many people gonna line up to coach at Alabama? Because it ain't the fact of it's what you leaving behind.
Right. You wouldn't have trouble recruiting even if you're not Nick Saban.
No, it ain't because it's not just gonna be on Nick Saban. It's like the people that you got there already once he leaves.
Right. Plus, it's out people already want to go play for Alabama
or play against.
Yeah, but I feel like most people want to be on Alabama's team, not trying to beat them. Yeah, you would inherit a legacy.
Yeah,
I guess, and then and then you'd have enormous shoes to fill.
Well,
but you would step into it already not having to try to recruit.
Well, I would say this: it's only big shoes to fill if you was Nick Saban's assistant and you came to be the head coach, and that's some big shoes to fill.
I think it,
but because pretty much every assistant he had, defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, really don't matter.
Right.
All of them got head coaching jobs, pretty much, either in the SEC or somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, and in that sense, I was just saying they probably be the first ones trying to hop on the bandwagon of going to Alabama.
Probably, yeah.
So, yeah. So, and another thing was the rumor for when Nick Saban thought about retiring. The coach
till he's 80.
The coach for the coach for Clemson, Dabo, I think that was his name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said because he was the punter a while back.
Forever ago.
Yeah, for Alabama. So he said if that ever came up, he said he wouldn't even think about leaving Clemson, but I'm pretty sure in the back of his head
he would consider it.
He would consider it.
Yeah. Even if he didn't go through with it, it would be a thought.
Yeah.
There would be something. We got distracted.
Big time.
Duke and North Carolina. So Duke, that's why. Coach K's final season, I think Duke will pull it out for him.
Well, we derailed big time. Sorry about that.
So then Kansas and Duke, who do you think would win out of that?
Kansas and Duke. If Kansas and Duke was the final,
yeah, if that's the big dance, who's winning?
That's a good one because that's a game to watch honestly because Kansas haven't been in the championship in a while for one.
No.
So Duke been there I think it was the past 5 years. They've been in there twice.
They've been there. Yeah, They're not the team that hasn't been there for a while.
Yeah, so they've been there, but I think Kansas
is a number 1 seed.
Yeah, so. I think Kansas will come out strong, and hard, very, very physical because of the fact of like it's been they haven't been there so long.
Right.
So I think that would probably come out like guns blazing, just trying to shoot and
You gotta
dunk
set the
and
tone for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
they gonna come out real physical, trying to get the lead, keep the lead, make it a probably like a double digit game.
And then at halftime, you lead by double digits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way you can just try to keep the lead the rest of the game, But I think Duke, on the other hand, because Coach K don't play that, so
he does the opposite.
He does the opposite. He probably just
he lets you think you're good.
He probably play conservative first half.
Just stay within reach.
Not that big of a lead, but just give you a little lead, like probably like
or
8 points.
Or even if you're like 2 points down at half, like you just stay within reach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna do it, and just blow past
them. Then blow past them.
See ya.
Second half. Yeah, that's how I feel about Duke if it's Duke and Kansas. All right. What about if it's Villanova and North Carolina?
If it's Villanova and North Carolina, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go Villanova. If it's those two.
Why Villanova?
Because Villanova has also been to the championship recently.
Frequent, yeah.
If not frequently, recently, within the last 5 seasons.
Yeah.
And North Carolina hasn't been for a while, so I feel like you kind of get those jitters. True. That would work against them, whereas Villanova, they've been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd go Villanova over North Carolina.
Okay. About what if it was Villanova and Duke?
I would go Duke. Still go Duke.
So, but why Duke?
Because I don't want Kansas to win. I want them to just get to that.
Just get there.
Just get there and then lose. That's what I want to happen. So that's what I'm going with. Simple as that. I think it'd be a close game. No matter who was there, it would be close. So Kansas and Duke, it'd be a shootout for sure. But I think Duke, I would want Duke to come on top. So that's what I'm going with.
Okay, North Carolina and Kansas. Both of them haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
So that one could be a real gritty.
Based
game.
on the fact that Kansas is the number 1 seed, I would go Kansas.
Not even going past the fact that they could be a big upset.
You know what? Every time I pick an upset, it's not right. So no. I picked the wrong upsets.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So okay. So if it was Villanova and North Carolina for me, I would pick North Carolina. Cause I think they're like they gonna want it more than Villanova. Because of the fact of like, hey, we can bring another one home, guys. We're 1 game away. Let's do it. Let's go out there and just put everything on the line.
If Michael Jordan came, they would
win. Yeah, Jordan get in the game.
No, not him play, but just watching. You can't lose in front of Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to. Okay.
Put you on blast.
Okay, if it was North Carolina and Kansas, I have to get that one to Kansas because I just think they'll just come out on top regardless because of the fact of they are good at recruiting big men, not as much as like the guards, but I just think they'll come out on top because they'll be more physical inside the paint, and then the way they play defense at the perimeter, it probably help them out more too.
Yeah. I feel like in college basketball, the big man is still important.
Yeah.
And then you get to the NBA and you got your big guy out on the 3 line.
Shooting threes.
Whatever. It's
everybody moving.
Everybody's shooting threes now. That's what we do. That's
right. But okay. If Duke and Villanova, Duke and Villanova, I will go Duke. I think Duke would have the upper hand on that one because it's Villanova and they played each other before, and Duke always came out on top. regardless of the situation.
History.
Just histories. But okay, yeah, I mean those are like the ones because we already talked about Duke and Kansas going against each other. So yeah,
Yeah. So Final Four could be interesting. I so wanted St. Peter's in there, so bad. Also, because it would make you have to question the entire ranking system.
True. I mean, well,
You wouldn't have to, but
no.
at least I would. I would be sitting there going, if a 15 seed can do that, should they have been ranked? Maybe just a little higher, like 10? 10 maybe? Maybe 15 was too low.
That's pretty much the reason why college football ain't ranked. Well, doesn't have that big margin of a tournament because of the fact of like you got the top 25 and it probably should be like a 24 ranked tournament.
Yeah, well, you could do a similar tournament. You just have to.
But I would say you wouldn't because of the fact of like you might see upsets in there, but how many upsets will it really be?
They happen all the time.
But how often in football?
You see a top 25 team lose to
a nobody.
To a nobody, and they drop out, and then you see it. I think that would make college football really interesting if your your national champion wasn't from the ACC, SEC. You have 4 conferences they pick from.
Big Ten,
and the Big 12. And the Big 12. If it seems like they always pick from those 4, no matter how good anyone else does. Any other conference doesn't matter.
Like the other, but yeah, the other conferences have to be perfect because of the fact of who they play.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like you could see.
But okay, let's say let's broaden the let's say that the NCAA football associates or whatever you want to call them, they broaden the schedule, saying like, okay, you can play people from this conference, this conference, this conference, this conference, this conference. So you playing people. So now you just not playing people within your conference. You're playing people from Big 10, Pac-12, Big 12, MAC, what's it called, Sun Belt, and all the other ones.
Right.
So, would that be better?
I think not necessarily better, but like,
I mean, you just like in a way you get the feeling of, hey, this is how it's going to be once you get to NFL, and you also get that feel of, this team can play against this team can play against this team.
You're not locked in. Like, okay, mostly conference. This is who we're focused on.
Right. Because if you just brought it in and it's just like, hey, you got 16 games, but you got to pick from these conferences, and you got to play these certain teams in your conference.
All right. I keep moving the camera. Okay. Right. Yeah.
But yeah, you get that ordeal out of it, and you think, because you already know Texas and Oklahoma plan on coming to the SEC anyway.
Yeah, and they're not gonna. It's not gonna go well for them, guys. Sorry, Texas and Sooners fans. Not gonna go well for them.
No, you gotta play both sides.
Not the way they've been playing.
You gotta know how to. You gotta know how to play both sides.
Yeah,
because you just playing it. Because that's the thing with Texas and Oklahoma, they know how to play offense really well.
But if you can't play defense, it doesn't matter.
Not one bit. I mean, because if you really want to think about it, when Georgia played Oklahoma, it was a shootout. It was like because they knew they were gonna have to play offense. I mean, they played a little bit of defense here and there, but still, it's just the fact of like, hey, we need to play a whole bunch of offense, put all these points on the board just for us to win.
Yeah.
Then same thing when Alabama played Oklahoma, all these points. I mean, it was just the fact of like we scored that many points in one half of the football game. Then that's when Oklahoma tried to creep up, but we kept scoring.
Right. So, yeah. Offense is good to a point.
Offense is good to a point, but at the same time, you still need your defense.
I mean, you see it. You've seen it in Super Bowls, right? Like Falcons and Patriots.
Yeah.
No defense, and you lost, right?
Right.
And there's shootout games where you say, okay, who's getting the ball last? That's who wins. That's what happens.
Yeah, the Bengals and Chiefs, in the regular season.
Yeah. Whoever got the ball last. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can't play defense, it doesn't matter how good your offense is. It just doesn't.
No, not one bit.
Yeah, but I think if college football, your tournament, like it doesn't have to be Sweet 16, Elite 8, whatever. However many teams you decide.
I'll just say, well, it's 4 right now.
Because you see high profile teams drop out of the rankings because they lose to nobody. You see it. There's upsets, but it doesn't impact them as much because you have to take in what conference they're in, difficulty of schedule, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. Whereas if you just said, all right, top 25 teams, you play each other, whoever went, or I guess you'd have to go 26, so you'd have an even amount.
Well, I wouldn't even, like, for right now in college football, it's 4. So, leaving 4, you would probably go from 4 to 8. So that way, then like, I'll just say like slowly build it up to like more teams joining, cause from 4 to 8, there's like you get a feel like okay, 8 teams, like all the way down to the final 2, probably good. Then if like that works out and they get more views, okay, expand it more.
I just think it would make it way more interesting to watch if a ranked team was knocked out of the running because they didn't take a nobody seriously.
Yeah, I mean it happened plenty of times though.
Yeah, so that is. I always wondered that. I feel like there's too many politics in the college football system, right? Like, if
well,
you're not,
at least they're getting paid now.
What, the college players?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know about that.
What, getting paid? I mean,
it kind of takes away from like it made it good because they were trying to prove themselves worthy of the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they're an NFL player, they become greedy and money hungry.
Well,
and then they drop. But you at least get the college years where they're like trying to prove themselves.
Yeah, but not this. They built that system because not all players make it to the NFL.
Yeah, that's true.
So they built it for the ones like, okay, y'all good, y'all doing good in what y'all doing. So here's money for that. But if you don't make it, like set this aside,
right?
Just in
like
case.
Jersey sales, doesn't it?
Right, it's like jersey sales, and it might because that might end up coming back out with the actual video game for football and college and basketball. For that,
they have that.
They did have that, but they went away from it because college players wasn't getting paid.
So they just don't release the game.
Right,
makes sense. Okay.
So now that the fact of they getting paid, they might end up coming back out with the game. You might see more jersey sales, and also the boosters get paid off as well.
I've never bought a football jersey ever. I don't know if you have.
Nah, I just always bought the hoodies.
Steelers. I'm just kidding.
Your Utes suck.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
you take that back. Take that back.
The Utah Jazz, they suck.
Go Jazz. Playoffs forever. Nothing more.
Right.
But yeah, that's our thoughts. Final 4, who's gonna make it? So I think we agreed on Duke.
Yeah, Duke and Kansas.
So I don't know if you guys maybe there's some brackets that are lucky they didn't pick Kentucky to win it or Gonzaga. A lot of people pick Gonzaga, and I don't know why you do that.
Or Arizona.
Yeah, that was kind of a bandwagon team, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Arizona.
It was
like
like,
it's their first time getting that far. Let's cool the Jets a little bit.
Like, this is the fastest team in the tournament. They lost.
they gone. Yes, let us know your thoughts. Share with all your friends, family, all that fun stuff. Like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
This has been the Sports Podcast.
Yeah.
See ya. Nope.